There's a bit of a difference between just keeping indoor plants and really getting them to thrive. I'll show you how to get the most out of yours. The first thing to decide is which indoor plant is best suited to your situation. Foliage varieties are really easy to grow and stay vibrant year-round. Calathea and ferns like maidenhair, Boston and bird's nest are popular choices. Flowering varieties like orchids, peace lilies and anthuriums are great as they often keep their flowers for months at a time. If you can't be trusted to water your plants, cacti and succulents are perfect. Hanging baskets are great for trailing plants, or for a mini feature, make your own terrarium. Indoor plants need much more frequent watering than plants outside because they can't hold as much water and moisture in their pots. There are a few really easy ways to check that your plants are getting enough water. There's the obvious signs like wilting leaves and flowers, or you can check the pots themselves. Just stick your finger sort of gently in and down the side of the pot, see if you can feel any moisture. Or obviously like this one here, where the soil is actually fully pulling away from the pot, it's quite a clear sign that it does need some water. If you do find that your plant has really dried out, it's a good idea to give it a good soak. So get a bucket of water, fill it up, pop the plant in, and just hold on to it. Now if you do see any bubbles coming up, wait for these to stop, but if not, give it a little bit of time and pull it up, and then just let it drain right out. And you can pop it back in its decorative pot, but you obviously don't want this to happen too often. Some indoor plants like a little bit of extra moisture in the air. Now a good tip is to put a base layer of small stones. Then you can actually just pour a bit of water into this and then pop our pot back on top. And that'll just evaporate up, creating a nice humid environment for the plant. Every so often you will need to repot your indoor plants. There are some telltale signs to look out for. Something like this is starting to look way too big for its pot, starting to get some brown growth, some of the other leaves are turning yellow, and it's probably quite root bound in there. Now, the first thing you want to do is take the opportunity to give your plant a good tidy up. Take some secateurs or scissors, just trim off any of the dead brown foliage, and this will just help it thin out and help the air flow through the plant as well. Now, even though this one does look pretty sad, I'm confident that in a new pot with some fresh soil, it'll bounce right back. Great, that's starting to look a lot better already. Now, when choosing your new pot, rule of thumb, just make sure it's only one size bigger. I'm going to put a little base layer of this potting mix into the bottom. Cool. Now, our plant, just give it a little squeeze, pull them out. Yeah, and you can see quite tightly root bound here. Just give it a light teasing around the edge. It's going to be pretty appreciative of his new pot. Cool, now we'll just top that up with a last little bit of potting mix. Just move it around. Just gently push all of that down. Now we're just going to give it a decent watering. It pays to do this over a bucket just to get a little less mess. And then just let it all drip out. Make sure it's well drained before you put it back in the decorative pot. Choose your location first, then your plant to suit. Light levels will affect its health. If it looks lopsided from trying to reach the sun, just rotate the pot. Pale growth could mean a lack of sunlight, whereas brown or scorched patches could be heat damage. So in summer, set pots back from the window to avoid harsh sunlight. Keep moisture levels topped up by watering small amounts often. Limp leaves or soft spots could mean too much water. If you do need to repot, best to do it in warmer months, from August through March. Check your plant tag, but most like a liquid house plant fertilizer once a month. In terms of pests, the main culprits are mealybugs and aphids, which an insecticide spray should clear up. Sudden dropping of leaves could be down to a rapid temperature change, so don't worry too much. And that's all there is to it. Indoor plants look great year-round and they're so simple to take care of. Easy as. Make sure you subscribe to the Mitre YouTube channel for more great content, or click here to watch more now.